Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about study leave under leave rules from useful needful. Study leave. Unlike earned leave and casual leave, study leave cannot be given as an advance. So it is not credited to your account directly. This comes whenever you apply. This is as similar to maternity leave and paternity leave. Okay. Government service not less than 5 years. The main requirement for study leave is the person should have 5 years of experience. And for higher studies or specialized training, and the training or studies which are going to take or should be direct connection with his duties in public interest. So the training or studies has to be in connection with the duties. So how many days? 730 days in the entire service, which means 24 months in entire service. This is again you have to remember, for entire service 730 days. So for CHS officers it is 36 months. Okay. Single or multiple spells. Study leave, there is no reason like you have to take all study leave of 730 days at a time. This can be taken a single spell or multiple spell. Whenever you need, you can start applying. Out of India, only if such studies not exist in India. For example, you are going to study some MBA in foreign as you need that for your profession. But if the same MBA is available in India, then there is no option to go a foreign country. But with FM agreement to release foreign exchange. So finance minister, there should be an agreement with finance minister to release foreign exchange only if that studies are not existing in India. Not available if retirement is in 3 years, as it is clearly saying that the study leave is provided by the government to the government servant to help to the government so that the knowledge what he is gaining he can will be useful to the government. But if he is retiring in 3 years, there will not be much fruitful to the organization. So it is not available if the retirement is in 3 years. Bonds to be executed. There should be proper bonds between the government and the employer. Sorry, between the employer and employee with regard to the study leave. No TA during study leave. During study leave, salary is given. So there is no separate TA. Traveling allowance will not be given during study leave. However, the president may sanction if the circumstances required. Okay, can be combined with any kind of leave. As mentioned earlier, study leave can be combined with any kind of leave with a maximum of 28 months excluding extraordinary leave. I have a separate video on extraordinary leave. So excluding extraordinary leave, study leave can be combined with any other leaves. Okay, with a maximum of 28 months excluding extraordinary leave. Okay, if course completes before completion of the leave, he can join the duty. For example, a person applied for 1 year. Then the course is completed within 10 months. Then he can join the duty by showing that those 2 months as a normal place, and the 2 months again he can claim in the second instance if he wants. Okay. If course is extended, he can take ordinary leave with leave sanction authorities prior approval. For example, the course needs one more month. The person applied for 12 months, and because of some other reasons the course extends. So maybe for example take it as 1 month. Then the sanctioning authority who having authority to leave to sanction his leave can permit him to take one more month. That will be considered as ordinary leave. Okay. Outside or inside India, leave salary. In case of leave salary, let's see. Outside and inside India, pay last on plus DA plus HRA. As I mentioned earlier, no TA will be given to during the study leave, and no study allowance. As you are already giving salary and you are already giving time to the person to study, so there is no special study allowance. However, any stipend or scholarship or remuneration for any part-time job during study leave is to be adjusted. For example, the employee is getting some stipend. For example, he is studying some other higher education, and that is directly in connection with the government's duties. So he applied for that, he got sanctioned, and he is getting again stipend there. So the employee is getting double income during study leave. That should not be there. So the government has kept a rule saying that excess stipend or scholarship is to be adjusted. If the meaning of adjustment is when the person is getting 100 rupees of total leave salary and he is getting 80 rupees of stipend, it has to be adjusted, saying that 80 rupees has to be less and 20 rupees can be given. Total it has to be 100. However, with a condition that total leave salary should not be less than half pay leave. So the total leave salary should not be less than half pay leave. That's why I mentioned that example. In that above example, that 80 I mentioned, no, that should not deduct 80 rupees from his salary. Out of 100, we can deduct a maximum of 50. Okay, I hope you understand. You just uh, see once again to get a better understanding of this. And study leave. Fellowships offered by institutes are eligible for study leave. There is a list of fellowships offered by the institutes are eligible for study leave. Fellowship benefits are in addition to leave salary. As I just now I mentioned about these things, we can see here the stipend or scholarship has to be refunded or adjusted. So, but in case of fellowships, the benefits are in addition to leave salary. Okay, you just remember this. And resign within 3 years or during the leave or fails to complete the course, then he has to refund of leave salary and other allowances. For example, the person applied for the study leave and he is studying for that and he is unable to complete the course. The main reason for study leave is if he passes and he get more knowledge, that knowledge can be shared to the government, but he unable to complete, then it's a waste of time. So the government can ask the amount to give back the leave salary including other allowances if any. Similarly, the government intention is to get benefit of that, but if the employee resigns within 3 years, the government is not getting any benefit, so they can ask for a refund. And cost incurred by other agencies to be refunded with interest. In continuation with the previous point, this you can read. This is about study leave. I hope you understand. If you have any doubts, please comment here. We are ready to help. Thank you. Yours Ramji from News for Needful.